was found by the ranger up in Wanneroo. A call came through to Safe Perth, the animal rescue that I work for, asking for a home for her. So I went down to the Stirling Pound to pick her up, and she came out from her kennel and was completely emaciated, looked like a skeleton, and the ranger had to walk very slowly with her out to my car. And had to pick her up and sort of lift her into my car because she was just so weak and emaciated. It was quite distressing to see her in that state. She was posted as lost on the Pound website, but unfortunately nobody came forward to take her.
When my daughter carried her in from the car, my heart sunk. I thought, how could anybody let a dog get like this? She was just, it's hard not to cry. But I thought, I'm going to make her the best I can.
When I first saw Missy, the ranger brought her out from her kennel. He had a very short lead on her and she was walking very slowly. I recall her tripping down the curb as she came out to the car park to my car. He lifted her into my car and he'd also given me some blankets to put on the seat because he said they believed she was also incontinent because she was so unwell. It was really distressing to see a dog in that state, and I was quite shocked that she was still alive. I'm a volunteer with Safe Perth, and my mum is a very strong animal lover like myself, and Missy needed a home that was quiet where she could recover from her experience. As I said, she was very weak, practically on her deathbed, so she needed somewhere she could recover. Mum needed to give her small amounts of food on a regular basis to get her strength back up. So I called Mum that night and asked her if she could take Missy on, and she said yes. So, and it's changed our lives since. So when Missy was found, she was, as I said, very emaciated and blind. We took her to the vet, I think it was a day or two after we picked her up. And they ran some blood tests because she was drinking excessively, urinating excessively. It was then subsequently found out that she was diabetic and she needed to stay in the vet for, I think it was 3 or 4 days at the time, so that they could monitor her glucose levels, determine what insulin amount was appropriate for her. I decided to create the crowdfunding page to support Missy's cataract surgery. We took her to an eye specialist last week, and he confirmed that her cataracts were operable, which was fantastic news for us because we assumed that, given that we didn't know how long the cataracts had been there for, that they could be operated on. My mum offered to pay for that surgery on her credit card and pay that back because it just meant so much to us to have those cataracts removed. So I decided that I would fundraise as much as I possibly could to support Mum in that because it was a significant cost. I've been so overwhelmed by the support we've received so far. Everyone has been very generous, not only on the GoFundMe page but also to Safe Perth. There's been so many donations that have come through to them to support Missy. It's just amazing the kindness that people show when there's an animal in need. So Safe Perth have offered to cover the balance of Missy's surgery between what we've fundraised and what the actual bill will come to. They've given that to us in an effort to provide us with some more time to fundraise the total cost of the bill. We're most looking forward to showing Missy our faces and, you know, the people that have rescued her and hopefully given her a better life.
She doesn't know what any of us look like, so Thursday at 3 o'clock, I cannot wait. She's going to see all our faces for the first time. I cannot wait. I'll probably cry my eyes out because she's going to be able to see everything. I'm going to take her for walks down the street. She won't trip over things like she has been doing, so this is going to mean the world to me.
since then she's gotten stronger. It seems like she has a smile on her face all the time. And she's just a beautiful, loving, gentle dog. So, yeah. Having Missy here, rehabilitating her, has, I guess, brought a lot of joy to our lives, and seeing how we can rehabilitate that animal from being so weak and on its deathbed to being a healthy animal. For anybody adopting a rescue animal, I think they should remember that it is such a rewarding experience. There's I guess a perception out there that people think rescue animals are broken, or there could be some issue with them. But these animals, particularly with Safe Perth, are living in foster homes. We know what their temperament's like, and we can match that animal to a suitable home environment when you've got kids, other animals. And I think just remember that these animals need you. You know, more often than not, they're euthanised when they don't have a home. So I'd really like to thank everyone who's donated towards Missy's surgery so far. It's been such a rewarding journey coming this far, and it's just been great seeing her, I guess, transition from how she was on the first day that we picked her up to now, and now that she can see. It's fantastic, so thank you.